All right, we're back. First Generation Bowhunter. We're here with Jason Dyer with Gold Tip.
What's up?
You're back. I'm glad you
You're
came
back.
back.
Oh, I'm back and better than ever. Come on, beard's a little bit longer. Hunting season is less than 48 hours out, like the start. You're not hunting, but I am.
I know you are, and that's why we're here. We're going to talk about the oh crap hunting season opener is hours away. It's hours.
Yes, hours.
And this is the last minute. Let's get packed up, geared up. Don't forget the release checklist.
Two releases.
Oh,
You need two. Throw one in the bag and one for sit with you on your bow.
the backup release is the most key, I think.
That's, dude, if you can't pull it back, you're in a little bit of trouble.
Empty quiver doesn't, no, full quiver doesn't deliver.
Oh no, full quiver does not deliver. It's totally hands. And the funniest thing, and I'm gonna make this statement just to cover this. This is classic, like parent to child statement. Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Because I was curating this list, and there's a bunch of podcasts out there right now. I'm not gonna lie, we're doing this thing last second, but everybody has their list. This is going to be the short up because we're not going to cover like, hey, have you paper tuned each one of your arrows and knock tuned them? Have you tuned your broadheads yet? Things like that. Like,
yeah,
you could try to do it right now, but you're kind of locked in right now. If you're going to shoot opening day, like we're going to skip past those formalities.
Yeah, make sure your sight is good. You're hitting
it's there.
You're hitting a balloon at your yardage, and some sense you just gotta get out there. Well, before we dive into all this, thanks for joining First Generation Bowhunter. If you're a first generation bowhunter, you're in the right place. And if you know anybody who's starting out, send them an episode. Send them this episode. And I've got a few others that people can get started on. This episode is brought to you by and invigorated with Black Flag.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you walked in and I was like, what do you want? You want a drink? And I offered up Black Flag. This is the pink, I think it's the Pink Plunder or the Sunny Sunrise. Sultry Sunrise? What? Their names are pretty funny. You got to check them out. Black Flag. They're not a sponsor of the show, but we are sure drinking it.
Oh yeah, I'm in on it. There's a couple other brands out there. I am picky, and I only like a few flavors. There's two Black Flag flavors I really enjoy. There's only one of one other brand and one of another I really like, and it's kind of great to actually have a brand with two because it gives me some options.
Yeah, and it's different. Doesn't feel like a sugar rush. It hits. You're gonna feel it. You're not gonna get the shakes like a Bucked Up or a Yeti Mountain Ops. It's more of that Mountain Op Ignite, but it'll make you pee.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's not nothing wrong with staying hydrated. But give it a try. Check them out. They're actually on Black Ovis. Full disclosure, I do work for Black Ovis, so you can use code REVENGE30. You save a few bucks on it. Actually, we have a specific Black Flag offer, so go check it out. And yeah, that's a good drink. Well, we're hours away here in Utah. Things are kicking off. I will not be hunting for probably the next 2 weeks. Before I want to hear your stuff. My hunting area was on fire yesterday.
I know it was.
So I head up to marriage counseling up north, 20 minutes north, which shout out to marriage counseling.
Yeah, dude, respect the marriage counseling.
It's hunting season. You got to.
Oh, you've got to put it in time. You got to mow the lawn, change the oil, make sure all the bills are covered, and make sure the locks aren't changed on your house when you get back.
Do like the RFID swipe
to
get back in. We're up there and I see the mountains on fire and I'm like, holy cow. And I think I caught it maybe 20 minutes after it happened. It looked small and I was like, that is the mountain. It's Ben Lomond there in Ogden and I hunt it. It's hard to get into, so I don't mind saying it. I don't care if you go up there. Good luck.
You're not hot spotting.
No.
You're a mountain goat going up there. That's why there's a decent goat and ram tag up there.
Yeah. So that was, it's smoky. It's icky and smoky. So I'll not be hunting opener. I've got other family things, but you are. So what's your checklist there, sir?
Once again, do as I say, not as I do.
Oh, boy.
So I ran down a checklist. We've all got them. You've heard a million of them. Like I said, there's 10 different podcasts we could point you out. And yes, we're one other podcast. We're doing the blue collar approach to this.
Let's do it.
Dude, I was driving down here. You know, when you pass that truck and you know it's a truck, you know, like it's got some straps sitting on the back and you're looking at it. It's got like either a side by side or an e-bike sitting out of the top of it. And you're like, see the stickers on the back. You're like, damn it, that guy's headed out right now. And I'm like, I've got less than 24 hours. I need to be that guy right now.
Did you see a few of those guys?
Oh, I saw like 4. I counted them and I'm just like, oh man.
I'm going to stay off the highways.
Yeah, you don't want to go on the highways.
Stay in my little unfinished basement.
Yeah. But it's the lab, right? We're in here. We're in the lab. So yeah, let's go to it. We're going to keep this super basic. This is the blue collar approach to it. I'm breaking it down to license and regulations, you know, your navigation, your land access stuff, gear essentials, strategy, animal behavior, which that kind of needs to be established before, but we'll still lightly touch on it. You know, logistics, like once again, make sure that lawn's mowed, the nose locks don't get changed on you. And then, you know, you can even talk, we can talk about it, but you can talk about shot placement and things like that. You've been hopefully doing it for a couple months prior, just getting those reps in. But, you know, you need to be, buck fever always comes into play. You know, I've killed a couple animals here. I know you have a pile of dead bodies sitting around, but I still get buck fever, and I know everybody else does too. So you got to be in mental on it. So let's do this. Let's roll in.
Let's get in
You're gonna love this one. First, right off the bat, and I'm not going to confirm or deny I am guilty of this. Make sure you got your tag with you. Like, you know, you go down there and you drive, you get on that dirt road, and you know you're an hour from Sportsman's Warehouse, you know, Al Sporting Goods, whatever. Sure. You're there, and you're like, oh, damn it, I don't have my tag. And it's those fundamentals that'll get you in trouble. So make sure you have your tag in your bag. Like, I'm talking like you have everything packed in your truck.
Yeah.
Double check that tag. Like that's a big thing.
I'll put that tag in like a very specific spot. And it's a little scary because if I put it in my bino harness or the specific pocket in my pack or in my pant leg, I have to make sure those are the pants I'm wearing. That's the backpack I'm taking. So it's not, we've been in this game a lot. We're both gear junkies. We probably have 2 or 3 packs. Let's call it what it is. Yeah. Neither confirm or deny.
Yes.
Our wives don't listen to this show. It's okay. And we just have to make sure that is in there. It's a good reminder.
Yep. Also, double check your dates on that tag. Now, we're talking about that, but it's funny. I have 2 hunting partners that are going with me, and one's like, 15th, opening day. I'm like, dude, it ain't the 15th. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, I'm all right, taking the day off of work. And I'm like, that's great. I ain't leaving till about noontime, and it doesn't start till the next day. I'm like, double check your tag. So he double checked his tag, and it's just funny. You get so excited. You want to be out there. You want to be hunting. But yes, check your dates, check your regulations just in case. We have a great over-the-counter for in-state and out-of-state people here in the state of Utah.
Yeah.
But you've got to watch your units. So this ties into regulations. Know your regulations in your unit. Are you in a limited entry elk unit and you have an OTC tag? Well, you can only shoot a spike or a cow in that unit.
Yeah.
So know your regulations. Know that a spike it could have a branch antler on one side, but the other side has to be a single point.
Yeah.
So make sure you are 100% before you release that arrow. So that's another thing that kind of ties into where we're going on it. Talked about season dates, unit boundaries. There is plenty of, hunt base. You have Onyx, and there's a couple other ones out there. Know your hunt boundaries. Like, don't get caught. Don't get caught on private. Like, and I'm not saying caught. Don't go on private.
Yeah.
If you don't have access, and this ties into it. If you have access, have it in written, have it in an email, or even if you have an email and I'll do this, I'll print it out and I'll stuff it in a pocket. I don't have any private access this year, but double check on it. It's like double checking on your license to have it in your thing.
Onyx is my favorite.
Yeah.
It's so black and white. You're standing there. Their tagline is know where you stand.
Yep.
And I love that. Go Hunt has an app, and there's other options out there. So Onyx has been my favorite. I'm a dummy when it comes to technology. I like to think I'm smart. It's dumbed down for guys like me. It's the blue collar checklist, what we're doing.
And that's exactly what we're doing. So let's tag onto that license and regulations. That is a great like segue actually. And we didn't plan that, just so everybody knows out there. It just happened to naturally. Let's talk navigation. So here's the biggest thing. And once again, do as I say, not as I do. So when you get into an area, no cell service, let's talk Onyx. Make sure you have that screen and loaded into the area that you're hunting in. So when you get into that area, you pull up your Onyx and, oh, wait, I can see all my pin drops, but I can't see the actual, topographical information, all that, because you don't have cell reception. You haven't preloaded that area. So double check it. And you know how you're supposed to have, you have plan A, B, and C. I got it all downloaded for plan A. All of a sudden, everybody else has the same plan as you, and you got to go to plan B, and there's no cell reception between you and there. So now you have to drive out, get somewhere with cell reception. Hopefully the cell reception is strong enough so you can download your imaging, and then go into that. That can chew up area, and that can chew up time. And time is very valuable. So that's another piece. Let's talk, waypoints. Make sure you have all your waypoints. Do a little check. I did that this week. And my hunt partners, we actually screen shared. We went super dork. You can make fun of me about it. And made sure all of our points, you can share them on various platforms. Onyx and Go Hunt has that ability, but you still double check, talk approach, talk planning.
That one right there, too, as a new hunter, I didn't really think about this as doing virtual scouting.
Yeah.
It's totally a thing.
E-scouting's the jam.
E-scouting's the jam. It's, pour yourself some black flag, get up in the lab, have a big old screen up, and just start walking through your area virtually and find water, find those things. I'll tell you one thing that really sucks is when you get into an area, maybe you haven't been yet.
Yeah.
And you're like, opener is the first time you're setting foot in that area.
Yep.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are like, oh, you got to scout for 9 months. It's like, you may not. Yeah. This is limited time off. So you get there and you just have no idea where to go. And e-scouting's sweet because you'll be like, you know what? I marked 5 glassing points. I'm going to start there. Yep. And instantly you have this mental boost of, I know where I'm going and I'm going to go have fun. I've showed up to trailheads. I've showed up and I'm like, I have no clue. And
send it.
And I've turned around, I'll go in, get lost, or, I don't know where I'm going, can't find anything. And I just turn around, I go back. I leave early because I'm just like totally mentally destroyed.
Yeah. Sensory overload can get you. And like I said, you got to have it planned ahead of time. Like right now, you're kind of in the thick of it. That's not going to happen. Maybe when you get to camp right before it, you can try to be like, all right, what am I going to do this morning, next morning? So that's it. Part of the thing we have all your digital devices charged. So what sparked this is I needed some stuff. I needed to order it from the boys over at Black Ovis.
Camofire right here. This is a
Camofire special. I needed a couple of those, and that's what started because I did not plan ahead of time. So I'm going to have to go home and plug these in right away. And I have a daughter that has orientation tonight for junior high, and I'll be spending it there. I won't even make it to the house until like 8 or 9 tonight. We'll do dinner and stuff after that. So got to plug those in and have them charged for tomorrow. So once again, Camofire, check it out. Great deals on that. Dude, we're going super salesy. Do we get to say like, share, and follow after this?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
On Friendster.
Send a comment.
Get some of that Friendster action. We only got 11 friends.
Comment. Got to get those analytics, guys. Come
on.
So keep rolling with that. Navigation. Obviously land ownership boundaries. This is stuff to plan ahead of time, but just pay attention when you're in the moment, like have that dialed. So let's go into this. We talk gear, like you should have all your gear kind of lined out right now. And you're like, all right, I have all my gear lined out in my garage. I need to pack my bag. like have some sort of a plan in a bag. And if you don't, there's a ton of pack companies out there. Like it's 11th hour right now. You're like, oh, I have too much crap. I packed all my fears, which I do, dude. That 1986 Oldsmobile battery, yeah, that thing's going in my pack. Geez. That's me 100%. But if you're struggling with it, even if it isn't the same pack company that you own, like you know, the EXO guys do a great job of some pack videos. You're like, all right, I have a 3600 pack, they have a 3500 pack. Let's see how they do that, or approach, or Eberly stock, or, you know, even Sitka or anything like that has a pack video. Use those as a reference. It is last second, but 5 minutes of that could change your whole perspective on your packing when you're just trying to get stuff to get out the door.
I had the EXO guy on this show.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Which Steve or Mark?
Yes, Steve, back on an old episode.
I haven't listened to that.
we talked, and he talked, the whole topic was packing your fears.
Yep.
And you know, second headlamp, third headlamp. What if that one fails?
I might have 3 and 4 sets of batteries. Like, I am so pack your fears guy.
Yeah.
Just be okay with it, guys. Like, you can leave it in. Here's the other thing, which is a gift and a curse. Balls fails, just throw it in the truck.
Yeah.
And if you don't use it, great. Like I bring 2 tents. I have a 2-person, which if we're going to kind of base camp style it. And then I don't like bivvies. I feel like I'm in a coffin, and that's just a personal thing. I have a small 6 a.m. I think it's called the Pinto, or something along those lines, which if I'm going to go send it out and just overnight it type of thing like that. So have those in gears, you know, double check your optics. You know, we're Western hunting. Make sure you got a spotter, and make sure you got a set of decent binos. Like, you could do, you know, just a simple spotter. It doesn't need to be massive. Just 1042s, that covers it. But if you want to skip them both, you know, you just run like 1250s or bigger, or if you have that 6 hour stabilizer that everybody's jazzed on, you can run like 1250s of those. And I heard that does really well. You know, once again, your kill kit, make sure it's dialed. You can take 2 seconds, and if you have like that little knife sharpener that like suctions to your kitchen counter, and you can just run a quick sharpen on your knives to get that going, that could save you 45 minutes on an animal. And when time's crucial, do that real quick. I'm
the Havalon guy. I carry the extra blades, and
those are tough to find this time of year.
They are, and they're kind of not. They're not expensive, but they're not cheap either.
Yeah.
They're kind of that sweet spot. They're not a Montana knife.
No, it's not an MKC, but at the same time, like, dude, they save you time. Totally. And it's let's have this discussion. Make sure you have the right one for the right blade, because, you know, they have different blades.
Sure.
This goes back into horror stories. I was headed out, had access to private land 3 or 4 years ago. Super excited. Guy never gone with before. I had 2 of the same quiver. One, I had my target arrows in. My other one, I had my broadhead arrows on it. And I was in a super rush, a little flustered, threw everything in the truck. And this goes back to planning, like be smart about it. Threw them into my truck, and got out to a spot, realized I had target tips. We had to drive an hour plus back to, I believe I went to a Sportsman's, had to buy broadheads right there, switch them out, and then drive back out. So that chewed up 3 hours of time. I barely got to hunt that night. And then I got to hunt the next morning. Now is it when I missed a ton of key time. Like, I missed 3 hours of hunt. Like, I basically hunted power hour right before last light. So that tying in, back with your tags and everything, know your shooting hours. I always write them down on a piece of paper. I try to look at the unit, and you can see when sunset is and everything like that, but always write them down just in case. I sometimes write them on the back of my tag if I'm only going out for a certain amount of days. So I'll do that. So keep that, or you can write in the notes on your phone and have it in on your phone. Run that. You know, make sure you've got double check your weather. So this goes back into gear research, because this will tie into, you know, you already have your set of your layering systems, your sleep systems, everything like that. Take the last second. Just double check the weather, because we've had a big shift here in Utah, and we actually have some monsoonal weather coming in, and I wasn't going to take a rain jacket, which, once again,
that's
always
true.
Throw your rain jacket in your truck just in case. Once again, do as I say, not as I do. I will say that. I probably said 4 times already. I'm going to say it again. run that in and out of your truck just in case.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to, but now I'm throwing a rain jacket and pants. And I actually run the Black Ovis setup that you guys have.
Yeah, the Hellstone.
Which is it's a great setup, great price, and I've had it in some really crappy weather, and it's held very well to that. So we've got that covered. We covered your tent setups, briefly on the layered clothing, but you should have that already going. Make sure you pack your food right. A lot of guys will just throw it all in their cooler. I kind of separate it by day. Just double check the cooler before you go. Make sure, because it might end up back in the fridge before you go. Like some people like I do a salami and bagel sandwich because salami sits better in heat. It can take, it has a lot of salt content in it too. It's that good calorie hit in the middle of the day. But I always last second take it out and
forget to put it back in.
Yep. So I ended up buying a bunch of bars at a Maverick before I went out on the way out.
Gosh. Yeah.
I'm really not this bad. This is years of hunting and things I've missed here and there. So I figured we'd just bring it out to the public. Let's talk strategy. You literally talked about, you usually have it planned already by now.
Yeah.
But just double check it real quick. Like, have a B and a C plan. Like, you, for example, if you were going to go out this weekend, that burn area is closed off. What's your B plan?
Yeah.
Double check your zone before you go, check regulations on that. It goes back into strategy. Like, what happens if you're like, dude, I'm so stoked on this unit. I've got good trail cam pics. If you ran trail cams, I've e-scouted the garbage out of it. Like, dude, this is awesome. I'm so excited. Well, 40 other hunters are excited about that same zone and you're stumbling over dudes. Like, have a B plan. Even if it's the last night, your truck's packed or your car's packed, you've called your buddies, everything's ready, and you have 30 minutes before bed tonight, before you go, you're under 24 hours. Like, look at those spots. Be like, okay, this would be a good camping area. This would be good. If you haven't done it already.
Yeah.
It's that thing before bed, dude. And I'll tell you, everybody's like, no, I don't look at my phone before bed. Liar. Instead of cruising to Gram or TikTok,
doom scrolling.
Instead of doom scrolling, go on to Onyx, just double check it real quick. That's really good. Write down your checklist and your notes on your phone. Like, mentally go over it just to see what spots are on that. One quick thing is, a lot of people have seen the satellite tick up on your phone now when you go out there.
Yes.
I get it a lot. I go up and shoot this 3D course up in Logan, and there's no cell reception, and the satellite thing pops up. That's super rad.
Is it free?
I don't know. It keeps coming up as
wait for
a
bill
to use it. I'm like, I'll text my wife. Next thing you know, it's like $100 charge. Once again, door locks are changed at your house.
There you go.
What happened? But make sure you got an in-reach or a spot. This is also going to talk into logistics and safety. My father used to do this all the time, and I'm pretty sure your dad too. My dad was an avid hunter. I grew up in New England. He would always write down where he was going, the time he left in the morning. He's like, hey, I'm hunting this, let's say Barrington, New Hampshire, which is, he hunted that zone a lot back in the day. He'd kind of write the road his truck was going to be on, and then, estimated time to get back. If he kills something at that last second, he's like, hey, it's going to take this much time to get out. He was very thoughtful about it. He still is today. That's
really cool.
So always tell somebody. So my wife, Amy, who is always like, she's like, all right, cool, have fun. And I'm like, all right, hey, here's the details. I'm leaving today at noon. I'm going to get down there at 5. We're kind of going into this area, and she doesn't know. My wife didn't grow up in a hunting family, but I'm like, here's the names and numbers of people, and I include my father on it. If I don't show up or reach out to you past this time, which is much more extended past where I'm at, call these people. They have all the points, and I share the waypoints with my friends and family. Don't share it with somebody though that might hunt your area. But your good friends and everything like that, so she can call them and they know where you're at, or at least if they need to search for you, which nobody ever wants to deal with that. But like, what happens if you slip, fall, knock yourself out? You're in a tree stand and forbid, like you're not running a harness set up, you severely break your leg or
Sure.
twist an ankle and you're crawling out of there. It just helps.
Did you hear about that guy who crawled 11 hours?
Yeah, 11 hours with his dog. Like
he had a broken leg.
Yeah, like that's one of those
that
scenarios.
So crazy.
That guy's savage. Like that's impressive.
The other one is Jordan Harbertson, who started Black Flag. He's a good friend of mine. Go back a little bit. And he told me a story about he left his inReach in the truck last minute. And his father had a heart attack up in the Uintas. Yeah. And these other hikers came up and he was trying to get cell reception. They're running up 13,000 foot mountains to go get a bar, you know, and they saved him, thankfully. And I think they air flighted him out, and it was quite the ordeal. And he's like, I will never leave my inReach. He's like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Yep. It's one of those things. I have a spot, so I just have the poop button, and I was looking to buy an inReach, but then this service has started to come with iPhone satellite service. I still think it's about 2 years off before it's really solid. But 2 of my partners that I'm hunting with, and one's gonna be solo, one will be in a pair. We also have walkie-talkies, which is a good option to have if you're hunting with other people. I've been kind of talking where we're at right now in a silo of your solo hunting, but a lot of us hunt in groups, which you can share resources. So we have radios. We always have funny channels on it. We won't talk about that with PG. But to have that. So another thing I do, especially like, you know, in Utah, a lot of places have cell service, but the places I've been going, Utah don't. The last stop I have that I know I'm in an area where I have cell reception, I always text my wife and be like, hey, I'm at this spot now. I'm going to lose signal in the past 20 minutes. You know, I always tell my wife I love her.
Yeah.
And I'll be going into this time. I should be coming out right about this time. But if I kill or harvest an animal last second, it will probably be this time. But if you don't hear from me by this time, start being nervous.
Yeah.
So it's checking those things to be safe. It goes back to that heart attack thing.
Yeah.
You need to know that. I hunt with my father. He's moved out here after he retired. He's in his early 70s. I drag him up stuff. He keeps himself in shape. He's slower, but yeah, I'm constantly like, okay, if he has a health issue, it's much more magnified past us. So once again, know your devices, know your logistics, know your safety. So that comes into play as well. One other thing is go out there, take a 3 to 8 gallon gas can with you, fill it up with gas. Just might not use it. You know, you want to put in a strategic part in the back of your truck so it doesn't really stink everything up.
Yeah.
But you never know, you can use an extra gallon of gas. Like you end up driving around a little bit to different spots and things like that. You'd be surprised how far, because you're going up mountain roads and things like that. You're running 4-wheel drive. Yeah. Just have a 3, like while you're driving out, just fill it up at one of the spots.
You know what screwed me on our UTV? I had this Yamaha Viking. It's a 6-person, my favorite 4-wheeler.
Kind of baller. That's not a 4-wheeler. That's a small bus.
I love that thing, dude. It was a circus animal there. And we were buzzing around. I'm like, dude, I can get so many miles with this thing. Buzz around. It's great. We had 5 adults in that thing, 5 big dudes. Now, 5 adults is a little bit different than me and my 4 little munchkin kids and my 4'11" wife, who's 100 pounds wet. Dude, we busted around for a half a day, and my gas tank just drained.
You choose it.
And I didn't plan on it. Yep. And I had to borrow gas from a few other people, and I felt so ashamed. I was like, oh, crap.
Yep. That is one of the things that comes into logistics and safety. You'd be surprised how much far 3 gallons will get you. So you just get that small little gas can and just fill it with gas and take it with you. And that's on the road out, things like that.
Love it.
It's super key, especially if you're running like maybe a side-by-side with you, or you're running dirt bikes out there, not just to get to a spot, but maybe a day-by-day thing. So that's good. Charge your e-bike. So if you use the e-bike as well, that's very key. Like plug it in tonight. You're 24 hours out. Same thing with these devices. I'm going to be plugging these things in tonight. Plug everything in as soon as you get home from work. Just plug in, even if you know it's 100%. Still plug it in.
Yeah, it's trickle charge.
Right, here goes the other thing. Just write a note, stick it on your steering wheel. Be like, don't forget your charge bag.
Yeah.
Go back in and get it. Or set it. I set alarms on my phone. I'll have like 10 alarms. Like, don't forget this, don't forget that, don't forget that.
What's the worst thing you've ever forgotten?
Besides my broadheads,
That's a rough one.
That one was an expensive one. On top of that, it's glad I shoot slick trick. I really enjoyed them. Love them or hate them. I might get beat up on this, but they shoot straight, they shoot true. I've had no other reason not to. They've never failed me or opened up. Had to print my tag once. Not gonna lie about that, and
it sucks.
It wasn't the actual dollars to do it because it cost $10-15 to do it. The most valuable thing I have forgot and cost me is time.
Yeah.
Time is the most valuable resource. I don't know if that's because I'm older or what it is, but it's like time is the most valuable thing that I choose up. You only have so many Septembers or so many hunt times in your life, and every day matters. You only have so many days off of work and things like that. You can buy anything else. You cannot get time back.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing with me. So we talked the fuel stuff. So I have a whole checklist here, everybody.
These are kind of like the non-sexy checklist things.
No, this isn't.
Like, I love this stuff. I think it's really good because it's like we have had a lot of missing hikers recently in Utah.
Yeah, we have.
Like, there was that 13-year-old girl who went to the bathroom and
in the Uintas.
Yeah,
like crazy.
Didn't come back, and
that was where that fire was. That's currently cooking in the Uintas.
Oh my heavens!
No, that is it's very.
So this is not the what Fletcher you run in. Remember your arrow. It's like
spin the line.
It's like, dude, yeah. It's like we assume you're good there. So these are the. Well, let me take a break here for a second. I want to give a shout out to our latest film. It's called Into the Quiet.
Watched it today, actually.
This is on the Black Ovis YouTube channel. We've been dropping some teasers, and it's live now with Mr. Kendall Card, Gerald Fillmore. It is a really cool hunt.
It's actually kind of awesome. Like, we talked about it before the podcast, and Gerald and Kendall are gems.
Yeah.
They're good people. They're super friendly. They'll drive 100 miles to go help you out. But the film hits.
Oh,
that's right.
It is that. Speaking of 24 hours to go, you want to get jacked up? Go watch that film.
Yeah, dude.
It's 15 minutes. It's not that long.
No, and it's perfect. It's right. It's good. Dude, watching that, that deer porn or that elk porn before you go gets you fired up. I'm already jazzed up right now. It might be the black flag, but it is like, dude, seeing those 4 trucks coming down, I'm like, dude, I cannot wait.
Yes.
I have like, hey guys, I am a marketing manager for a couple hunting brands. I have a huge presentation next week. I cannot think one bit about that presentation. All I can think about is just sending an arrow.
I love it
right now, which is great. And once again, with that last thing, guys, remember your processes. Like when you get out there, like you're going to have buck fever, you're going to have elk fever, everything like that. Remember, draw, anchor, check your bubble, look at where your pins are at. Did you dial right? Because you can't kill a 35-yard deer with a 55-yard pin. I've tried. It looks great, but for some reason, I don't think those have landed yet.
That is painful. The phrase that has got me more kills from sitting right here talking. We've got our shorts on. We're laid back, drinking our little drinks, and from now until I'm pulling back my string is the phrase of I'm going to kill an animal. I'm going to kill an animal. And when you think that way, you remember the broadheads, you remember the release, you remember the tag, because you're thinking with this mindset of, but when you get into gear mode and you're like, I want to try out that new sleeping bag. I want to try out those new crispy boots. My socks are so comfy and I got a 2-for-1 deal at Black Ovis or whatever. Dude, it's like, why are we here? It's to kill stuff.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Put quality meat in your fridge for the year for you and your family.
Yeah.
And it's, once again, back to that Black Ovis thing. Like, you and I have never hunted together. I look forward to the opportunity. I know it's going to come at some point, but it's the camaraderie, the friendships.
It's the best.
Yeah. It's yes, we are there to harvest it. And this is the super cheesy thing. We'll say it all. It's the journey that gets you there.
It's the journey.
But it is.
It is.
It is right. You can say it all you want and make fun of it, which you and I love to do. But it's the truth.
No.
And that's what it is. Don't last thing on the list, and have it there. Don't forget to have a good time.
Yeah.
Don't stress it. Hey, you might not come back packs heavy, and that's okay. But at the same time, remember why you're out there.
Yeah.
Is to enjoy nature, to have fun. Things are great, and you'll tell great stories whether you're dragging back heavy or tail between the legs, or you blow out early. I have blown out early. For the unit I am hunting this year, I blew out early 4 years ago when I had the tag. I got charged by a bear first day.
Jeez.
It was the best day ever. That's a whole different podcast. I call it I think I call it like a beautiful miss or something like that.
Oh.
But yeah, it got into me. I was solo hunting, and it is what it is. And I left a full day early. I just broke, and I missed a couple deer. That did not help on top of it. But I look back at it, man, that was a good time.
Yeah,
it was
a great time.
Yeah,
I busted out early too. The thing back to food I was gonna say is biggest thing that helped me was putting all my food day by day in big Ziploc gallon bags.
That's exactly how I do it. I even write on it. I'm pretty OCD about that.
Yeah, it's like Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It helps me take the decision making. There's something about decision making that goes out the window when you're in a hunt and you're in a difficult situation. It's like, I don't know. And that's honestly when I've blown out early. Yeah. Is I'm like, I get decision paralysis. I'm like, I don't know what to eat. I don't, but we like checklists. We like processes. That's bow hunting. It's a process. And do it with your food, do it with your camp gear. Yep. Even down to the point of, okay, I'm going to start my fire first, or I'm going to set up my tent first, or just something so you feel rhythm. Because when you don't feel rhythm, that's where bad shots happen. You blow out. And yeah, these are all great though. I like the non-sexy checklist stuff.
This is not a beautiful checklist, guys.
I love it.
You're not going to walk away from this podcast and be like, wow, I really should have done that with my arrow set up. I didn't knock to that. No, it's going to be, man, I'm glad I brought my charger for my phone, because I'm blown out because I had a ton of hunters in this area and I was trying to go into another area, and I just used a bunch of battery, and I was able to plug it in. I remember the right charge cord. Like, this is the blue collar approach checklist.
Totally.
And yeah, like, have fun.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. That's what we're here to do. We're here to enjoy stuff. Yes, fill the fridge, have a great time, but it's going to be good. I mean, I don't think you're going to hunt this year. I mean, at this rate, I mean, you're not doing opening week. You're not doing weekend after opening weekend.
This guy, I've got some cool stuff in the works. I haven't talked about. I'm confirming things. Yeah. Okay.
Well, what we need to do is we should probably have a second podcast to look at, okay, how'd it work out?
Yeah.
How do things go? Like
the recap.
Let's talk the blue collar recap. Like, everybody talks about, hey, I looked at all this. I didn't need this, this, and this in my pack. I've had in my pack for 3 years. Yeah, that exactly happens. Or like, hey, I should have brought this or something. Let's figure it out. I don't know what the episode would look like. This was very easy because it's simple, but we'll figure it out.
No, and I will try to get out. I'm glad the fires died down. It was 700 acres. My area is on fire.
It hasn't even been 24 hours.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was like a car fire or something. Yeah, spread into that, and it was wild. Late yesterday afternoon. And just to let you guys know, this is mid-afternoon when we're recording this.
Yeah, we're gonna hit publish on this quick because we want to get it out, and maybe you're listening to this driving out to the field.
Yeah, and be like, oh, I forgot my tags.
Which, hey, man, if you're 5 minutes from a sportsman's, go hop in, grab those broadheads, and we just saved you 3 hours. So you're welcome. Love it. All right. Well, thank you so much again for coming on. We'll have kind of a series, I think, this season. We'll just I've got some cool hunts, actually. I've got an Idaho bull elk on deck.
Where'd you get that?
Because I'm pretty excited about that. I do have some boomstick stuff happening.
So do I.
Which I'm excited about. And I will say, I have a whole episode on a cow elk hunt with a boomstick. And do those rifle hunts. Yeah. Just do them. Like, if you're not getting it with a bow, that's okay. Like, have fun with a rifle. Sighting in a rifle is really fun.
No, it is. It's all hunting, and the tools you use super hunt, like super fun.
Yeah.
I've got an antelope rifle tag in Wyoming, and it's the best truck hunting you'll ever have.
That's sweet. I love it. All right. Well, this has been another episode of First Generation Bowhunter. We're coming up to 100 episodes. We got to think of something cool. I want to do a big giveaway. So watch for that. Stay tuned and share this with other fellow First Generation Bowhunters because it is a super overwhelming sport. I try to break it down simply. You saw that here today. And so if you also have a little bit of time, pop over to Apple, drop a review. I actually love seeing those messages because it's good feedback for me, what I should focus on and what else I should not focus on, which is there was a comment I said I don't like root beer floats, and I got destroyed.
Really?
I don't like root beer floats.
Neither do I. I think they're I think ice cream floats in general are gross. And I am a huge ice cream guy. Milkshake all day long.
No root beer floats for me. They're not coming to me with camp. So, all right. Hey, thanks. We'll catch you on the next one.